So you want to paint at home, but you don't want to spend a lot of money on an air compressor. You're not believing all the latest hype on these airless sprayers and you're looking for an alternative solution. Well, it's true. Don't buy the hype, because that's all it is. Let me take you guys in the shop, show you guys what we got going on. Marco Colbert, Speedokote Refinish Network. All right, guys, so today we are going to show you guys a actual, real-world, practical solution to buying a, massive, you guys can see it right in the corner there, 60-gallon air compressor. I get it. A lot of you guys don't want to spend big money to just do little projects like this, and guess what? I'm here to tell you, you don't have to. But this is the YouTube page where we talk about the truth, and I'm not going to sell you guys a pipe dream and say that you can get some little $30 wing wang spray gun off of Amazon and, oh yeah, you gave me perfect result. No. That's not the YouTube page we're on. I have used these sprayers in the past. The first job I did, it broke. It failed halfway through. Didn't even get to finish the car. Second job I did, it was the yellow F-150, infamous. Everybody remembers that truck, old Yeller. Did that truck. Came out acceptable, but there's still flaws. Right here, I've talked about this before on my page, but I'm gonna just bring it out again. Got the Vevor. This is, I think it's the 6-gallon or the 8-gallon model. Highly affordable. If you can spend 40 bucks, 30 bucks, 60 bucks on one of these little Dumbo, guys, they're throwaway. You use them once, you throw them away. You can spend that kind of money on that. Why not just get one of these for $1.20 and be able to use it for a year, 2 years, 3 years? I've had this compressor for 2 years, hasn't failed. One of the mufflers fell off on it, but it still works fine, doesn't matter. So that one is $1.20. Now I got another one for mobile auto body they got over here in the corner. This is the Stark. This has a 8.7 CFM, 8.7, 3.5 horsepower, and guess what? $159.99 on eBay. Also, another super good compressor. Like I said, I understand not everybody, those are like $1,000. Why are you going to spend $1,000 on something like that if you only paint, a couple times a year? All we're painting today is some wheels, very small, very simple. This video is sponsored by PowerSmart. They sent us a brand new 3,400 PSI. This is the best of the best pressure washers that they sell. Guys, I use this off camera for about a full day. I am highly impressed with it. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna pressure wash and soak our wheels with this. That way we don't have to spend all day with the wax and grease remover. A good blow with some air and we're ready to go. So will this thing stack up to all the Dumbo wing wang sprayers that you've seen everybody using on YouTube lately? Well, we're going to find out. We're going to put the camera down. We're going to get rolling on this project. Catch you guys on the prep side. All right, so first things first, before you paint, one thing I'm going to say, guys, if you paint cars at all or you paint anything, get yourself a foam cannon, okay? They're 15 bucks off of Amazon on average. And then get yourself a nice quality degreaser / cleaner. Go ahead and foam the heck out of these wheels. And then you're going to go ahead and pressure wash them and clean them up real nice. Now we're going to go ahead, we're going to blow the water and everything off of it so we can prepare to tape and paint. Okay, because tape does not like to stick to water. So you're going to want to make sure these are really dry. Honestly, best thing to do is just let them sit overnight, but we were kind of rushing this job. So we're like, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and do it all one day. So we got them all taped up. I have it in my last video of how to tape up rims. It's pretty easy. Now we got the Speedokote 1K sealer. We did splash in a little bit of Speedokote extra slow reducer to slow the dry time and make sure that even if we didn't get it on smacking wet or medium wet,
Even if we went super light with the coats, it still would flow out very flat and smooth. Now we are actually already at the home run. We got the high gloss jet black single stage. Same thing with the sealer, guys. So this paint, it mixes 3 to 1, but you can reduce it between 5 and 10%. If you add in the slow reducer, it's actually going to make the paint dry slower. If you add in fast reducer, it's going to make the paint dry faster. So if it's summertime, you guys are definitely going to want to splash in a little bit of extra slow from Speedokote or the slow. Now, most manufacturers sell the standard slow reducer. We are one of the only manufacturers out there that sell the X slow, which is even slower than the slow. I know that was a mouthful, but I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. So now, as far as applying the paint itself, you're going to go ahead. This is the first coat. So you're not trying to get the first coat super wet. You're just going to go ahead, go over the face of the rim, below the paint, inside of the spokes, go around it. Do try and kind of get the paint. You do want to make sure you have full coverage on your first coat. You don't want to see any gray. But at the same point in time, you want to put the paint on just light enough to where you can't see the primer, but to where it's also not too wet at the same time. Now, while some of you guys might be looking at my video footage here and say, wow, he's putting it on really wet. Actually, I'm not. This paint is just ridiculously shiny from the first coat. It doesn't matter how light or wet you put this on. The minute this stuff starts spitting out of the gun, you are going to see insane gloss. That's just how this paint is. This is honestly probably one of the most satisfying paints that Speedokote sells. It is just, guys, I've been spraying this stuff for like over half of a decade. And this is just such a satisfying paint. It's like first coat. It looks really good. Now, we did have some problems. We got a nice little patch of fish eyes there, guys. Okay, but don't worry. Okay. This is the YouTube page where we show you guys how to fix real world problems. All right, so we're going to show you guys how to fix this mid-job. Now, most of you guys at home would probably freak out. Oh my God, the project is done. It's over. I gotta sand it and respray it. This is terrible. Nope, you don't gotta do that. So right there, that's the spot where the fish eyes were. I circled it, just on camera. Guess how you fix it? You apply more paint. Okay? I keep telling you guys on YouTube, and I'm one of the only YouTubers that's going to tell you this. Keep applying the paint until it looks the way you want it to look. Whether that's 2 coats, 3 coats, or 4 coats, or 5 coats. Keep applying the paint. I'm sure all the YouTube expert police are already going to grill me on this one. Oh, Marco, you got paint on your tires because you're an idiot. You're stupid. You didn't remove your tires before you painted your rims. Well, I'm going to show you guys how to fix it in 2 seconds. All you do is you take a little bit of paint thinner, rub her down. You're going to rub her down just like you would your old lady, very carefully, gently, and slowly, all right? Never want to overdo it, because if you do, you might take the paint off your rim.
Guys have a final result with the Vevor air compressor. As you guys can see, this compressor keeps up perfectly fine, even with medium-sized projects like this. We would spray each wheel, let it fill up for about maybe 15 seconds, 20 seconds, and then boom, we were on to the next wheel. I gotta say, when it comes to the small air compressor market, Vevor has the market cornered. You guys no longer need to run out and get a $1,000 air compressor to go ahead and paint stuff right at home. The only complication with these smaller compressors is you don't have enough pressure to run a 3-stage air filtration system. You physically need at least a 60-gallon air compressor, maybe you can maybe skate away with a 30. Run one of those really big, 4-stage air filtration systems like I have on my compressor over there. That is what's going to get you the absolute best results from an air compressor. But with these attached to your gun, and like I said, these actually come standard with the Mark I Black Spider Pro Kit. You actually really don't need any additional filtration other than that. Not only, so you got a larger filter here, a smaller one here. This is going to filter little microparticles in your air. You got your desiccant beads, filter out the moisture, and then you got another filter right in here. This pretty much does a good enough of a filtration job for a smaller air compressor like this. So like basically for under, what is it, 120, for under 400 bucks, plus the cost of whatever you're painting, base coat, clear coat, single stage, you're painting at home. Is this going to be as cheap as a $30, wing wang, doop-de-doop thing off of Amazon? No. It's a little bit more of an initial investment. However, guys, who doesn't need an air compressor? Come on, put air on your tires, blow something off. This tool can be used for multiple things. That's the other thing. You get some dumb airless sprayer, you can only use it for one thing, spraying house paint. Or some of you, guys out there don't want to paint your car with it. Paint your car with this. You can blow stuff off. You can, dry things. You can fill up a tire. You can fill up a basketball. You guys are not buying the hype, and you're not buying the gimmicks and the view chasers and the wagon riders out there on YouTube right now. And you're actually looking for something that actually works and will actually get you a professional quality result for a budget. That's your answer right there. Okay, get you a small Vevor air compressor. Get you a decent spray gun. You don't even have to buy mine. You can get a Harbor Freight. You can run this thing on a Harbor Freight, $10 Harbor Freight spray gun, and you will get better results with that and a $10 Dumbo gun from Harbor Freight versus one of these airless, sprayers. Talk a little bit about the paint. I mean, dang. Guys, Speedokote never misses. They never miss. They just don't. We got full coverage in the first coat. The only thing the second coat did was help fill in some little imperfections I had in the first coat. So this rim, you guys remember right here, this spoke right here, bunch of fish eyes right in here. And do you guys see them now? Nope, all gone. This paint, when you do multiple coats, I could have done a third coat too. If I would have done a third coat, it would have looked even better. Of course, with the proper flash times. This single stage paint never never misses. All looking for the best high gloss black single stage paint on the market. This is it right here, and it's cheap. And it's cheap. The depth and the gloss is just unbelievable, unmatched. I've sprayed Nason, I've sprayed Summit Racing, I sprayed a lot of single stages, guys, and just nothing I've ever used have ever compared to this product. So as you guys can see, I did leave a little bit of the curb rash in. We were not, just to give y'all a little, little on these wheels. This was a scratch, whack, and pack, okay? That's it. I told my buddy Brandon actually helped me prep these. Guys, give a little shout out to Brandon. He did a great job, but I specifically told him, I said, dude, whack these things with 320, scratch the heck out of them, red scotch them, done. Don't do nothing else. And put the minimal effort that you can into each wheel. Get these suckers done. I don't care. As long as they are semi-smooth, we are blasting these things with single stage, and we are taking this car down the road. Considering this was kind of like a Dumbo job for these wheels, considering this was like a little quick spray, these came out actually way better than I was anticipating. Previous owner of these wheels did a super ghetto parking lot spray paint job on them. Went ahead, sanded the heck out of them with 320, light coat of sealer just to cover over, just to seal off whatever crap was underneath. 2 coats of single stage, and I'm blown away. I got to the second coat and I was like, dude, I got way more than what I bargained for. That wraps it up for this video, guys. I just wanted to do an honest video. Honest video. What actually will work for you on a budget. Okay? You need air. There's no way around it. You need air. If you are in a body shop, okay, or you want to do any kind of like semi-professional work and get a good result, you need air. Guys, get you one of these Vivors. Go get yourself a decent spray gun. Like I say, you don't have to buy mine. I'll have the information in the description below on how to get one of these if you want one, if you like the results. Obviously, as you guys can see, it puts it down. But whatever, honestly, guys, spray gun for spray gun, it really doesn't matter. Get you something that works. Just get something that works for you, for how you spray. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys are looking for the best, most user-friendly auto body and detail products in the world, there's one place and one place only you need to go. www.speedokote.com. They have everything you guys need, start to finish, to get your projects done while you're there. Select me as your sales rep, Marco. All the proceeds go back into the YouTube page so we can continue making cool, awesome videos like this, showing you guys right at home how to fix up your cars and do at-home projects. Catch you guys on the next one.